Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise be due to Allah. All blessing be on everyone of you. Now, Minhajul Talibin, we will still discuss about the legal purity or taharah. Legal purity or taharah in page 8. So, taharah should be studied and should be learned by all Muslim, because it related to do with prayer or salah. Because salah or prayer is obligatory or wajib, then taharah or legal purity is also obligatory. Because taharah become the connection to make our prayer valid according to Sharia, based upon all four Islamic jurisprudence school of thought. All four school or four madhahib, they are of opinion that in order to make our prayer be accepted and legitimate, we first have to make sure that our physique is pure from three impurities. One, pure from small or slight impurities, or called hadas asghar. Two, we have to be pure from grave or big impurities, or so-called hadas akbar. And three, we have to be pure from impurities or najasah. And all of the three impurities can be purified by pure water. That is why knowing what pure water is very important. And I think we already know that pure water is a water that is not adulterated, tidak tercampur, not adulterated by any foreign element, which will make the pure water become impure. That is the basic thing you should understand, and you should tell everybody you meet in the future that, for example, if you come to some places in Indonesia, you meet some foreigners. They want to know about Islam, and they ask you how to do a prayer, how to perform salah. So you have to understand, you have to explain to them once about purity or legal purity, and how to purify the impurity. That is the most important thing you have to tell foreigners. Or maybe some of you someday go to another country, going abroad, maybe to some English speaking country like Australia, Europe, North America. North America means United States of America and Canada, where all of those countries, their native languages are English, or they can understand English. You can tell them about this very basic information about how to do a prayer, that you can make prayer, you can perform salah, but before that you have to purify yourself from 3 impurity I have mentioned. That is the most basic thing you have to practice yourself to tell the foreigners who want to know Islam from the basic. And maybe someone should read first Syafiq, please read. Fa in tarokahu, right?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Should this not have been done?
Okay, follow up by others.
And should a mistaken choice be believed to have been made?
Don't forget, be believed should be believed. Okay, please repeat. Choice be believed.
Choice be believed to have been made. Still the purification should not be repeated with the other liquid, such at least is Shafi'i's personal opinion. But in such a case, purification by sand also should be performed. According to Al-Asaf, If grown,
So please note that tayammum translated here by purification by sand. So tayammum translated by purification by sand. Okay. When you say sand, that is day after end. The day should be clear. Sand, not send. Send, just like walillahil hamd, just like that. Walillahil hamd, send. So if you know Arabic, English is easier. If you know Arabic and your teacher does not know Arabic, your pronunciation will be better than your teacher. Okay?
if grown are given for liquids impurity, and it comes from a person worthy of confidence, and even without grown, if coming from a jurist of the school, of which one is a follower, warning that a liquid is impure, should be accepted. Any sort of vessel,
Wait, a liquid. What liquid? Nur Yakin. What liquid means? Huh? Fikri? Cairan. Yeah. You should know it first. Okay. Okay, continue.
any sort of vessels may be used for the purpose of absolution, so long as it is clean.
Not as, right? Repeat.
So long as it is clean. Except vessels of gold and silver.
What vessels mean? Who behind besides Fikri? Black one? Samsul. Samsul. What vessel means? What the meaning of vessel? What? Dani? Wadah, yes. Okay, and ablution. What meaning of ablution? Wudu. Okay, continue.
Of which it is forbidden even the very acquisition.
No. Of which it is forbidden, just like that. Continue. Repeat.
Of which it is forbidden. Even the very acquisition of it is also forbidden. According to Al-Asoh. This prohibition does not include vessels, merely gilt or silver.
Not merely, merely. Merely. The R is silent.
Merely gilt or silver. According to Al-Asaf, the clearest opinion. All of valuable material.
Not material, material.
All of valuable material. Or adorned with jewels.
How you pronounce adorned? What you say?
Adorned.
Yeah, adorned. Yeah. Not adorned, no. Adorned. Adorned. Okay? Repeat. Or adorned.
Or adorned with jewels. According to Al-Adhar. But does include such as are mounted or inlaid. With gold or silver. If the precious metal.
No. Someone bring laptop? Precious. Not, it is not pronounced precious, but precious. Try in the laptop. Not working? Okay, continue. Precious, not precious. Precious metal.
If the precious metal is
The sea is like shin in Arabic. So if the precious metal, the sea is like shin
precious.
in here.
If the precious metal is in great quantity, and solely for ornament, thus it does not apply to the
Okay, continue by Fahrudin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate. Does not apply to the three following cases. One.
Don't forget, three, it is like tha. Three, not three. All three is all wrong. The th or th in English, it should be read in this case like tha in Arabic. So to the three following cases. Okay, please repeat.
Does not apply to the three.
While th or th in the first is like dhal in Arabic. So thus it does not apply to the three. The first dhal and the second tha. Okay, repeat.
Thus, it does not apply to the three following cases. One, if the gold or silver forms only a small part of the vessels, and is of some use. If the quantity is very small, even when solely for ornament, if the quantity is considerable, provided it is of some use according to Al-Asah.
Repeat from provided. Provided.
Provided it is of some use according to Al-Asah. The position of the gold or silver is immaterial according to Al-Asah.
Now say gold, Nur Yakin. Say gold, emas. What you say? How you say? Speak. Say it, gold.
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 Just like that. Okay, Samsul. Say. No need to make, no need to mic. Okay, just say. What? Gold? No, not gold. Gold. Yeah. Danny. Yeah. Gold. Right. Okay. Continue.
The use of vessels mounted or inlaid with gold. Is totally forbidden by our school. God knows best.
Okay, I think it is the last pages and the last thing we learn, we study about legal purity based upon the book Minhajul Talibin in English version, written by Al-Imam Abu Yahya Sharaf bin An-Nawawi. We continue next week with another chapter called prayer or salah. We already studied this chapter about legal purity, the condition. Condition mean syurut or syarat. The condition to make our prayer acceptable according to Sharia. We have to make sure that before we perform our prayer, we have to be pure from 3 pure impurities, by using pure water. And that kind of condition already is explained in our meeting before. I hope you understand that, and I hope also you eagerly practice your English as well as mumarashah fil Arabiyah. Labud laka at-tullab ma'had al-ali ay yumaris li tubayyin al-ibanah bil lughatil arabiyyah, and also you can explain the Minhaj al-Talibin by Imam Nawawi in English language. You can also reverse it. You can also explain ibanah using English language and explain Minhaj al-Talibin bil Arabiyyah. You can choose both languages. As far as both languages are chosen, it is okay, because it means that you have upgraded yourself into another level of understanding and also capabilities in learning a study as well as learning the languages from the original sources of the books. Wallahu a'lam.
Atibana ya Rabbi bi husni riayatika qadimun la yamallu samahu tanazzaha قول وفعل ونية به أشتفي من كل داء ونور دليل لقلبي عند فيا ربي ماتني بسري حروفي ونور به قلبي وسمعي ومقلبي فيا ربي وفقني وكان يا الله فيا ربي ارحمني بحسن الخاتمة.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.